Hey everybody, welcome. In this video, we have modern-day toxic women.
So let me get this straight. So many modern day women think that they're the prize because basically they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Like, congratulations for paying your electric bill. I guess that means you deserve princess treatment. Meanwhile, these women are ill-mannered, don't know how to communicate, they don't know how to take constructive criticism, they only know how to focus on negative behaviors instead of positive behaviors, they have unhealed trauma that they constantly project onto other people, they're selfish and entitled and expect everyone to cater to them while they give nothing in return. They have poor time management, they don't have any priorities in place, they don't know how to focus, they don't know what they really want in life, which is why they dabble in everything and sleep around. They prefer negative attention rather than no attention at all. Their idea of positive friendships is how many followers they have, and their reputation online is more important than who they are in real life. Dismissive to anybody's feelings or opinions if it doesn't validate them. They bully people while simultaneously preaching women empowerment. But yet, they have so much to bring to the table because they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Make that make sense.
Did you guys
know
that there's 1.4 million women in America doing OF? 1.4 million women doing that. And do you know that most of these women are making less than $200 a month? Imagine selling your soul for less than $200 a month. Honestly, no amount of money is worth it. No amount of money is worth selling your soul to be on OF. No amount of money. But imagine for less than 200 and then afterwards they regret it and they're like, okay, well, I'm not going to tell my future boyfriend, my future partner, whatever, right? They regret it and they try to hide it. So this is why it is so important for men to do their research. Like, it's so important now more than ever for you to hire whatever, like an investigator, do a background check, do what you have to do. But those numbers, 1.4 million, it's too high for you to risk marrying the wrong woman. It's too high for you to risk even dating the wrong woman and taking her seriously. It's way too high. So if you're invested in a woman and things are getting serious, you better do your background check, because these women are lying to their boyfriends, they're lying to their husbands, and they're doing these things online. And they're not telling you about it. So you got to do your research. The numbers say it all. Protect yourselves. Now more than ever, it's needed. Do not get seriously involved with a woman until you do what you got to do. Hire the PI, do a background check, whatever it is. Because honestly speaking, we get jobs and they do background checks, they do credit checks. Why would you not do that for the biggest decision that you're ever going to make? Picking the mother of your child is the biggest decision ever. Also, trust your instincts. Do not ignore red flags. If you think she is a hoe, she's a hoe. If you think it, she is. There's something telling you that she is one. Trust yourself. Trust that feeling and don't ignore it. Don't give her a second chance. The red flags that you ignore now are what you're going to pay for later. You're going to pay the consequences for that later. So do not ignore the red flags. If you think it, if you see anything off about her, there's a reason that you're seeing that.
Some of y'all are just so toxic out there. You just have that negative energy with you everywhere you go. It doesn't matter how much someone cares for you. It doesn't matter how much someone does for you. You just can never seem to appreciate anything that's done for you. You just can never seem to appreciate anything that's good in your life. So how you gonna tell me you've got a good man in your life, someone who loves you, someone who provides for you, someone who cherishes you, right? Someone who knows how to treat you right, someone who puts you on a pedestal. You decide to break up with him because he's not toxic enough for you? Because he doesn't wear pants that drag? So he doesn't have enough tattoos for you? Oh, so he doesn't choke you enough? So now your complaint is he's not toxic enough for you? Your complaint is this man is too boring for you? So you're breaking up with him because he loves you too much, because he cares too much, Because when you go out, he checks on you. He calls, he texts to make sure you're okay. So now you call him controlling? So when he tells you, don't be out there in the club, twerking, left and right, getting drinks from men, getting run through, you call that controlling? That's how you think. You as a modern woman, that's how you think you're smart? That's what you call independence? No wonder some of you end up living with your cats. No wonder some of you go through depression and anxiety and all these mental illnesses. No wonder some of you bring so much trauma into other people's lives. So somehow, you've managed to let social media, these influences, toxify your brain into thinking that getting run through is a form of femininity. Is you being feminine? Is you being modern? So now you break up with a great man, you break up with a provider, you break up with someone who loves you because you're looking at social media. Guess what? By the time you wake up from this delusional world that you live in, like you usually say, in your world, your clock is gonna run out. Your clock is gonna run out. This is Fefe, guys, from Fefe's Insight 20. Go follow me on TikTok if you have not done so already. Again, the hashtag is Fefe from Fefe's Insight 20.
Identify what women today think is feminine versus ones that are actually feminine. Another thing that you're going to see is like breast augmentation, boob jobs, Brazilian butt lifts, okay, social media attention by revealing more and more skin, attempting to be good in bed, like they think that this actually like constitutes them as being a high value woman, or tanning. You're going to see a lot of women invest hours and hours every single week to just go to a tanning bed, showing skin, which they tell themselves equals body positivity. All of these, okay, are traits that men need to stop praising.
If a man said these things I'm about to say, he'd be crucified. But I'm a woman, so let's talk. All you hear about is toxic masculinity, but what about toxic femininity? It gets glamorized. Modern feminism has taught women to be exactly everything that they hate in men. Emotionally unavailable, selfish, prideful, lack of accountability. I mean, y'all already know accountability is like a woman's kryptonite, and I could say that wholeheartedly because I've been that woman. Men are taught, step up, be leaders, be men, be protectors, be providers. And then it's like women are told you deserve more, no matter how you act. I mean, we say we want accountability, unless it's only for men. And if the woman's the problem, we just call it trauma. Be patient with her. It's trauma. If a man is considered the problem, we call it abuse. Now, I'm not saying some of that is not true in some cases, so don't flip my word. And I'm sorry, ladies, but the toxic dating culture is not trash because of men. It's trash because people nowadays lack conviction. They lack integrity. I mean, y'all wanted equality until it came with consequences. Y'all have a blessed day.
One of the most insidious all the love. And I'll see you on the next one.
What's up, my guys? Here's a term we should all become familiar with: toxic femininity. If you're a woman listening to this, hear me out before you get your panties in a bunch. Since our society only chooses to focus on toxic masculinity, I'm here to provide you with my list of the top 5 toxic femininity traits. Number 1, utter disdain for men. Usually these are the women that categorize all men with the stereotypical toxic masculinity traits. Here's another shocker, ladies. Just because someone has a Y chromosome does not mean that their only intention is to sleep with you, cheat on you, or traumatize you with their uncontrollable aggression and anti-feminist behavior. Number 2, always trying to outman men. It's funny to me that the same women who want to be equal to men also pray for the downfall of men. Amazing how that works. Ladies, if you spend your entire life trying to prove to men that you can be better than them, you'll attract none of them and kickstart the extinction of the human race. Disrespect for traditional gender roles. I'm going to speak directly to the men with this one. Just because some voices are louder doesn't mean that others don't exist. There are still women out there that believe in and respect traditional gender roles. No accountability. Toxic women bask in oppression and victimhood. It's their go-to excuse whenever they're confronted with irrational behavior. If a woman isn't willing to take accountability and instantly rationalizes her actions with her oppression, you're fighting a losing battle. And lastly, inflated egos. These are the women that have literally no respect for themselves, but feel that because they're a woman, they deserve nothing less than a Wall Street billionaire with a purity ring who agrees with literally everything they say.
We've created a generation of narcissistic women. And what's happened is the rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. Every poor choice is glamorized. So if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. If you want to be with it, every poor choice is glamorized, and every internal reflection is seen as gaslighting yourself. So they've even got terms for internal reflection to prevent it happening. And so what will happen is they are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project. And so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I. And unfortunately, we've got an online market that caters to that wounded woman, that caters to that entitled woman, and caters to that narcissistic woman. And it's so wild to me that so many women talk about narcissism, but the society today is just catering to narcissistic women.